Have you ever wanted to gain insight into your future or see how the situation in the future will unfold? Well, today, ask the cards away, because you are being guided to watch me teach you how to read tarot cards in a simple way. Reading tarot cards is a fun way to get insight into your future or see how a situation may unfold in the future. In this speech, I will show you how to read tarot cards in specific spreads for different questions, such as yes or no or more in-depth questions. The way I will demonstrate how to read tarot cards is first by explaining and showing the tarot decks you can use for certain questions. The next step will be focusing on ways you can get an accurate reading. Different options will be available for different decks and for different questions. After I show you the ways, I will demonstrate how to ask and shuffle the cards. The final step will be explaining how I read the layouts and cards. Okay? The first step in having an accurate reading is to pick a deck, such as these, to fit your needs for your questions. In tarot, there are many forms of tarot decks, such as holiday themed decks, romance themed decks, angel decks, and many more. You should go to your local bookstore or online to purchase them. If you cannot find a deck that fits your specific need or questions, then you can always pick up a basic tarot deck that is meant for all questions. Some examples are the Psychic Tarot deck. This one I really love. Gives accurate information. Okay? Or the Leonard deck, which is commonly used in tarot. You should always pick up crystals or stones, such as this pretty rose quartz, to help you with your reading. The stones and crystals help you tap into your intuition and give you a more accurate reading or answer to your question. Just like there are specific themes to tarot decks, there are also specific themes to crystals and stones you can use. Not only does it give you a more accurate reading, but it helps you with your energy. If you are asking about a question dealing with romance, then you would pick up a rose quartz crystal, such as this one, because this is dealing with love, friendship. Okay, rose quartz crystal or stone. If you are asking about money, you should use the green aventurine or a pirate stone. Stones are not specifically required for reading, but like I said, there are more accurate you want the reading, the more your energy items you would want to conclude in the reading. The next step is your spread layout. Once you get your cards, you need to decide on what spread you will use. If you want a lot of information, then you would use a spread that gives you many explanations, if not just using a single reading. We are now getting into spreads and layout styles, since we have discussed picking the right tarot deck for your reading. Once you have picked your tarot deck and stones, you may now decide on what layout you would like to choose for your reading. There's a variety of spreads to pick, and you can use the spreads anytime. You can choose a 7-card spread for quick guidance of the following week for Monday through Friday or Monday through Sunday. Or you can choose a single card for a quick insight and guidance. In my demonstration, I will use a 3-card spread. You use 3 cards. 3 cards, see? Okay. 3 cards. Okay? The first card I will pull will represent the current energy. Okay? The second card will represent the present, and the third card will give me the possible future outcome. Back to the spread options. You could do a yearly spread. A yearly spread includes 12 cards to represent 12 months of the year, and each of those cards will give information about what you will experience in that month you pick. A 5-card spread will be a traditional outlook with a more detailed information. The first card will be the look of what was the distant past. The second card is the past. The third is the present. The second is the immediate future. And the last card is the future. The three-card spread way is a fast way to get a simple answer, which is the spread I'll use at the end of the video. Another way you can interpret the spread is by pulling cards to represent the past, present, and future. These cards give detail, and a way to interpret the cards is by looking at the meaning of them in your book that's included with the reading, such as this one. Cards represent different meanings and signs, especially in the way they face when you pull the card. If you pull the card in reverse, it means the opposite of what the card originally means, pulled upright. For example, if I ask, will I get a new job this year, and the Pentacle card appears in reverse, it likely means no. But if you pulled it facing upright, it means yes. When pulling a card, make sure you pull it from the top, middle, or bottom of the deck. When you ask a card a question, make sure you meditate and go deep into thought. First, you need to take time alone, in your environment and your mind. Focus on the cards. Begin by repeating your questions, once by staring at the cards, then a few times by shuffling. Once you feel ready to reveal, pick the cards that you feel most pulled toward. When I shuffle my cards, I keep shuffling and repeating the questions until my hands pull towards a card. Sometimes the card is on the very bottom, the middle, or some pull in the middle or top of the deck. A reader can pick a card from the top, bottom, whichever their choice is theirs. Once you pick your card, flip it over, and it will reveal your answer. If you don't understand what the card is saying, like for example, if you pull the moon card, you pull an extra card for clarity. Once you pulled your cards, always take time reading the definition of the cards and decide what you will do with the guidance the cards are giving you. Whenever you read your cards, do not take the reading too serious. Don't take it personally or sad. The future always changes, but the cards just give you insight on what is surrounding energy. Your future is yours. Thank you.
Clap. There you go.